Hello you beautiful creatures, how the devil are you? If you are new here, my name is Lou, or Lucifer as my friends like to call me. By my friends I mean my Instagram account. Yes, we're starting the year off already with that one. I told you it wouldn't go away. If you like what you see, or if you've liked what you've seen, future tense, please make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I see that we have a few new subscribers as well. Thank you so much for subscribing, guys. It means the world to me, and I'm so excited that I get to do these videos for you. Guys, we're in 2021. I know, I didn't think I would be here either. Wait, that's not a good thing to start with. Oh God, this video's already going downhill already. What I mean to say is, maybe I thought that I would kind of crash and burn at the end of 2020 and I wouldn't be back here, but I am, so that's a positive, and I am so excited that it's a new year, so many new ideas. I had so many new ideas as well, like my tattoo. I was meant to be doing a mini tattoo vlog with you guys in, wow, I think it was the 12th that I booked it. Yeah, the 12th of this month. However, because we have moved up to tier 4, we can't go anywhere. So yeah, I can't get my tattoo at the moment. I am very, very, very upset. But that's okay, because when we eventually move down, hopefully I will be able to get it and the world will be right again and I can take you with me. I'm so excited for this one because it's my tattoo of Jess I'm getting, so hopefully you guys will really like that one. So what are we here for? What are we here for? Ah, yes, New Year's resolutions. We hear it so much, particularly in January. Every single conversation you have, it's New Year's resolutions, New Year's resolutions, New Year's resolutions. You get where I'm coming from. However, as the months go on, you hear less and less about those resolutions, and by the end of the year it's a very, very small amount of people that actually hit those resolutions. Now, why am I doing this video? I think it's because it really hit a nerve with me this year. Obviously everything is so uncertain, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm really sorry about my nails that have started to peel off now. Holly, please help me. I really need my nails doing. She's a fantastic woman and I love her very much. I'm digressing. I think it's so important this year because we are so unsure of what is going to happen. Obviously 2020 was the worst thing ever, and it left a lot of people feeling lost, a lot of people not knowing what to do, a lot of people losing money as well because they were furloughed and they couldn't return to work. And it reminded me a lot of when myself and Gareth moved to Norwich, and he first started his policing job, and I didn't really have a job lined up then, so I was basically sat at home every single day whilst he was at work not doing anything, and it honestly crippled me, guys. I would get up at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and then I'd probably do a bit of cleaning, I'd probably have a bath, and then I'd cook dinner ready for Gareth to come home and do it all over again, and it was the worst time ever. And it really reminded me of how I felt in the first couple of weeks of the lockdown. So this is why I'm saying that New Year's resolutions and setting goals are so important, particularly for this year, because those resolutions can actually help you to do things during these situations. A lot of people obviously don't stick to their resolutions, and that's because they are so hard on themselves with it. If you're setting a very unrealistic resolution, chances are you're probably not going to meet that resolution by the end of the year. So hopefully during this video I will be able to talk about healthier ways to plan goals, why it's so important. I have got Ripley with me, so if I am looking down, it's because I'm looking down at my screen. So yes, why I relate it to when I was back in Norwich and why I think it's so important, particularly for this year. Before I kind of moved to Norwich, I was in a mindset of I'm not going to make resolutions this year, and that kind of carried on from years before. So when I was a kid, I used to think of making resolutions. I used to want to make resolutions. I was a very overweight child, and every year I would want to get smaller. Obviously that didn't happen because as a child I didn't really think about calories in, calories out, and I didn't have the drive. That was the main thing. I did not have the drive, and I used to get bullied a lot, and I used to have a lot of not great situations, so food was always there as a comfort to me. But I think from having that mindset from then that I'm not going to make a resolution this year or set goals this year because I'm fine the way I am, because I had that mindset, I carried that mindset with me through the years to a point when I actually needed something to keep me going. I didn't have anything, and that's why I think it's so important, especially for now. If you find yourself furloughed and you're at home and you're not doing anything, you feel like you're wasting your life. This is from personal experiences. Before I went to the hospital, I felt like I was wasting my life. I didn't have anything keeping me going or any reason to get up in the morning. Yes, I had my needle felt in, but I didn't start my business until October when I was horrendously busy anyway, so it was very counterproductive. Also my weight loss as well. Yes, I did start that in March, around about March time, and that's when I was at the hospital. So obviously I had the hospital helping me out because I was here, there and everywhere. But what I'm trying to say is during the time where I really needed a goal and really needed something to set my mind to, I didn't have that. Now I'm going to give you maybe 5 tips to help you with setting those goals in a healthy way, in a realistic way. With a lot of resolutions and a lot of goals, people see, how do I put this? People see a mountain, a big mountain. So say you're at the bottom of that mountain and at the top is, by the end of this year, I'm going to quit smoking, or I'm going to lose such and such, so many pounds. When you're looking up that mountain, it is so daunting. And I think a lot of people are really harsh on themselves that they set these really big, unrealistic goals, and because of that, when they can't meet that deadline or they're coming towards the end of the year and they haven't quite done what they wanted to do, yes, they're kind of getting there, but they're not there. Do you get what I mean? That's when the negative mindset sets in. So hopefully these 5 tips might help you a little bit. We'll see. The first tip I've wrote is keep them realistic. Yes, that is so important. So for me personally, my goals this year are to grow my channel, to grow my felting business, to work on my spiritual path, and my biggest one, so the one that's slightly more unrealistic, is to get down to a size 12. Now that is the only massive goal that I have set for myself, only because last year I got down to a size 14 within a year, so I know that that goal is realistic for me. I know that I can do that, whereas the other goals that I've set for myself, it's not putting a number to it, it's not putting an expectation to it. So yes, growing my channel more, growing my business more, I haven't put figures to it, because if I don't reach those figures, I don't feel like I've failed at that goal. I feel like if I have seen growth, then great, amazing, I have reached my goal already. And what I find is, if you don't set a realistic or an unrealistic number, then you will be horrendously surprised by the end of the year. So if you say, I don't know, I want to lose weight, just I want to lose weight, by the end of the year, if you've got a good practice going throughout those months, you will be amazed at how much weight you have actually lost. One, because you're looking at it from a more realistic perspective. Even if you've only lost a couple of pounds or 2 stone, you have still met that goal. Begin to practice those goals before you start. Yes, absolutely. So one of my best examples of this is in my Fit to Scare vlogs. I actually started working on myself a good couple of months before I needed to. So my goal for that was, the scare season started in October. So I would start working on myself in July time, because it would give my body that time to build up to that intensity. However, because I was already on a weight loss journey anyway from March, that really helped me out in the future. So what I'm trying to say is, if your goal is to start losing weight, to quit smoking, to not drink as much, to drink more water, maybe in the weeks leading up to New Year's Eve, maybe try that out, see what it's like living with that lifestyle, even if it's just small tries. Losing weight, maybe start trying to change your diet before you hit New Year's Eve, because the worst thing you can do is literally on the 1st of January completely cut out everything, completely change your diet, because your body's not used to it. If you eat a lot of sugar in the previous year and a lot of takeaways and stuff, I'm going to be the first one to tell you, your body is not going to enjoy it. And because of that, you're going to cave. And because of that, you're going to have these days where you don't feel like you're going to hit that goal. And because of that, you're not going to hit your goal at the end of the year. It's a knock-on effect. It's crazy, but it's true. It really is true. I have found that by setting smaller goals and by practicing what I want to do before I actually do it, my body is a lot more used to what I'm going to do to it. So exercise, for example, you don't need to be doing a full hour every single day at the start, particularly if you do have health problems or if you are obese. You need to get your body prepared for that transformation, prepared for everything you're going to do to it. So be a lot kinder to yourselves and be kinder to your bodies. Start that process early rather than waiting for the 1st of January, because you are less likely to cave, you're less likely to fail. Set them small. I know I've already kind of touched upon that one, but it is so important to set it small. If you give yourself unrealistic goals, I know I'm repeating myself, but I feel like I really need to hit this one down. If you set yourself unrealistic goals, chances are that mountain is just going to look so daunting for the entire year. And if you feel like you're not taking steps towards it that are, if you're not succeeding as much as you thought you would, if you're not progressing as quick as you thought you would, again, the negative mindset comes in. You don't want to do it anymore, and chances are you are going to give up more. So please remember, set them small because they are more doable. Even if it's something like you're going to quit smoking or you're going to quit drinking alcohol, maybe change that from I'm going to quit smoking to I'm going to not smoke as much, or I'm not going to drink as much, because you are helping your body to change itself gradually, not all in one go. So that's probably a better way to look at it. Don't compare yourselves to other people. Oh my God, I can't stress enough how important this is. So many times in my life, I have compared my success to other people, and it really doesn't get you anywhere. So if somebody else has lost more weight than me, it makes me feel bad. I go and comfort eat, I put more weight on. It's very counterproductive. It doesn't work. Back when I used to do a lot of theatre, I'd see a lot of my friends getting good gigs and this, that and the other, and I wasn't getting anywhere. I get really upset about it, but I've had to kind of reprogram my mind to think that we are all on different paths. We are all on different journeys, and that is honestly one of the healthiest ways to look at it. I will use the lockdown as an example. A lot of my theatre friends, unfortunately, they couldn't go to work, they couldn't do this, that and the other, because the government doesn't think theatre is as important as other things, but what do I know? And because of that, they were left stuck. Because I had my needle felting in the background, I could work on that. So a lot of the theatre friends that had second professions They really delved into those second professions, making things, a lot of crafting things, a lot of appearances on YouTube as well as different characters. That was really sweet. I love that, particularly at Christmas, and a lot of them doing Santa as well, so that was really lovely. But I know that the moral of this story is a lot of people who were in theatre from when I was at school, who were getting all the main parts and getting all these gigs and stuff, they struggled a lot more than I did during this lockdown. And I'm not being petty about that. It's because I took a different journey in my life. I had these opportunities to be able to grow during lockdown, and I had a backup plan as well. And if I'd have stuck to a destructive, competitive journey with these people, I wouldn't have gotten anywhere. So again, please don't compare your journey to other people's. We're all different. We're all incredibly different. If we're all the same, this world would be so boring. And I always like to say, the longer the journey is, the more you have to talk about and the more experiences you have, and the more fulfilling that journey is as well. If you have struggled longer, it makes you stronger. It makes you stronger than that person who has literally got it straight away. It's the same with me and getting my job at work. A lot of people got it straight away. I didn't. I had to try 3 times, but because of that, I built up strength, I built up confidence. I went out and did things that gave me confident boosts, so I started burlesque, which I'd really like to get back into. Because of that, I got to perform to 400 odd people as my second official show in burlesque, and if I didn't take the route to build my confidence up to get my dream job, it swings and roundabouts. Things happen for a reason, and just if those opportunities come up to better yourselves, to reaching your goals, please take those opportunities. I guarantee you it'll be for the best. And the last one is be kind to yourselves. There's nothing worse, and it's particularly with healthy lifestyles, that if you're trying to lose weight, or if you're trying to quit smoking, or stop drinking, or maybe drink a bit more water, there is nothing worse than if you have a bit of a slip on a day. Maybe you have a takeaway, maybe you have a snack, maybe you do have a couple of cigarettes more than you wanted to, maybe you don't drink as much water, or you do drink more alcohol than you wanted to. It really puts you in a bad mindset, and if you think, oh well, I've messed up, that's it now, that's my resolution, broke, done, I can always try next year. No, do not do that, because if you find yourself in the exact same place you were by the end of the year, or in a worse state, and you're looking at other people that have stuck to those resolutions because they've thought of these things, it will make yourself much worse, and you are less likely to want to follow that resolution the following year. We've only got one life, okay? And I hate to say it, it's not a particularly long one, okay? I was watching The Hobbit yesterday and I was like, God, I'd love to be an elf just so I could live longer. We have a brief time on this planet, we really do. And it is our jobs to make that time on this planet as fulfilling to ourselves, as enjoyable to ourselves as we possibly can. We deserve that, and we should give that to ourselves. Please just be kind to yourselves. If you do have a slip up on one day, it's not the end of the world. It's really not the end of the world. It's not 2012 when the end of the world was meant to be happening. Do you get what I mean? I keep saying, do you get what I mean? And it's really annoying me. Just try and try again. The best thing you can do is keep trying, have that self-discipline to keep trying, and trust me, it'll work out so much better for you. And you'll thank me later for it as well. If you like this and you lose weight and you quit smoking and drink more water in the future, by the end of this year, if you haven't subscribed to me, I'm coming for you. Just be kind to yourselves and know that you can do it and you can keep going. Set realistic goals for yourself. If you want to get into something like meditating, you don't have to go straight into doing it for 24 hours. You're not Gandhi. Did he meditate? I don't know. I'm not as educated as I thought I would be. Maybe try just 10 minutes, 5 minutes, the same with working out, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You don't have to go into a full-blown workout straight away. One, because it will damage your body's not used to it, and your mentality's not used to it. If you go into a full-on workout with weights and aerobics, cardio, and you do that for the first day, you will burn yourself out for the rest of the week, and think of all that progress that you would have missed. I'm just saying it because I know, like, every single experience and every single piece of information that I've given to you, suggestions that I've given to you, is based on my personal experiences with weight loss, with drinking more water, with following my spiritual path, all of these things. And I've learnt a lot from that, and this is the year, even though it's so uncertain, I feel so much clarity in myself. I really, really do, and it's because I have followed these steps. I haven't given myself unrealistic goals, and I've just kept working at it. And because I worked at it the previous year, so last year, a couple of days ago, I remember it like it was a couple of days ago, I continue on with my aerobics, with my practice, with my meditation as well. I've followed it on, and because of that, I haven't just changed it into a resolution, I've changed it into a lifestyle. And that's what you're aiming for. You're aiming for a better lifestyle, a more nurturing and enriching experience for your mind and for your body and for your work ethic, for your experiences, learning new things. I could go on, but I'm not going to, because I'm pretty sure I've made my point. I really hope this video has helped you. If you are struggling, please pop a comment down below and I will answer it, because whilst I'm still working on my shop, I completely forgot about that. My shop is reopening today. Yes, Psycho Koala is reopening, and I am honestly so excited for everything that's going to happen this year. I've already got a few commissions under my belt already, so I am working on them. However, I will show you a few things that I've started working on. So I've started using my sewing machine. I made this Batman themed hand warmer. Obviously I need to work a bit more on my stitching and whatnot, but that's besides the point. I think it's quirky when the stitching's a bit skew with. So this is my Batman hand warmer. I'd love to make different hand warmers in different shapes, maybe like bats, coffins, stars, so on and so forth. I'm going to be making hand warmers. I'm going to be making these little things that I'm going to call plague pouches, and what I mean by that is it's literally going to be a square like this with a little bit of ribbon on the top, and it's going to be filled with dried lavender, posies, and all the flowers as historically accurate as possible that plague doctors would have put in their beaks when they were walking around the streets. I'm really excited for that. I've got some plague doctor fabric coming and I really can't wait. Also, obviously, I started out this whole thing doing needle felting as well, and I am making cute little cat ornaments. Okay, that's Jess. I love her so much and I'm so happy that I made her. This one's mine, she's not for sale, but I will be making black cats, and if anybody wants a cat in a certain colour, I am taking commissions as well. I am on Instagram, I am on Etsy, I'm on Facebook as well, so if you do have any commission ideas, please hit me up, please message me, don't be afraid to message me. I've already, like I said, got quite a few commissions as well. This is one of my resolutions, to grow my business, and one of my goals last year was to start that business, so to see how it's growing is really, you can see that I am so happy and it's really uplifted me. So if anything, I really hope this inspires you to do your own thing. You know, I give you all the luck in the world. I really do send you so many positive vibes for your New Year's goals, resolutions. I really hope they come into effect. Please let me know by the end of the year or throughout the year your progress. I'd love to hear about that. I love hearing other people's stories. And that's pretty much it from me, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you had a wonderful day. If not, that's okay. Remember, tomorrow's a new day. See you later, guys. Bye.